But I'm just letting you know that I'm going to have a strong bodily reaction.
You realize this is your bit, though. You're the one who brought this to the table.
Because I thought it was you and I eat it together. And
no way!
Out. You're not a wing champion.
I'm a mild guy. You're doing the hot spice today, or maybe not. We're going to spin the wheel.
Yeah, we'll see.
Spin the wheel. It's 100.7 San Diego. And welcome to the show as we observe the third annual San Diego Wing Fest, which is happening this Saturday, 1 to 7 down at Broadway Pier. Get your tickets, wingfestsandiego.com. And joining us in studio, we've got some wing-eating champion. Talk to me, Greg Foster.
Yeah, not the wing-eating champion, but I've been known to eat a couple of spicy things. I'm currently the Guinness World Record holder for eating the most Carolina Reaper peppers in 1 minute.
Oh, it's peppers!
Yeah, so like a whole nother level of insanity.
Oh,
okay,
no.
So before we get to the wings, let's talk the peppers. How did you get involved in this pepper bit?
Man, the short story is I've been a grower all my life. I've always grown chilies. 1 year, the first year my wife and I moved out here to California about 15 years ago, my brother sent me a Christmas present that had 50 different kinds of peppers in there and dared me to grow them all. And the hottest one was the ghost chili. And the first time I took a slice of the ghost chili and ate it, it was a life-changing experience.
How so?
Oh, it was more pain and spice than you could possibly ever imagine.
Wait, this is what I'm doing today.
Oh, and we're going to a next level.
No.
He's talking about the mild.
This is the milder one.
Oh my gosh, my healthy chart is not that good.
So after about half an hour on the floor, writhing in pain and giggling uncontrollably because the endorphin rush you get, I said I just have to have more. And
come on!
Oh yeah. And
you want more after going through this?
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like trauma.
So I spent 30 years working in restaurants and developing my palate, as a sommelier, and did all these fun things in the restaurant industry, really developing my talents as a flavor creator. And a few years after starting growing chilies, you get this amount of produce on your table and you're like, what the heck am I going to do with all these chilies?
Right.
So I got into hobby making of hot sauce and dove into the industry as a fanboy and got hooked up with some really cool people in the industry at some of the expos that we do across the country every year. And after about 2 years of hanging out with some really, really cool people, primarily Ed Curry from Pucker Butt Pepper Company, who's one of the most amazing men in the world.
Pucker Butt, he said, by the way.
Yeah, he's the guy who invented the Carolina Reaper, by the way. This guy is an insane genius, and I love him to death.
So there's a whole, it sounds like, subculture.
There is, I don't know if it's a subculture anymore. In the last 5 years, we've seen this kind of resurgence
around peppers.
Of peppers and spicy food. I mean, there's that show on
Hot
YouTube
Ones.
called Hot Ones that everybody knows about.
I love that show.
It's funny, I work my booths and demos at stores and stuff and farmers markets, and the first question I hear from just about everyone is, hey, have you ever seen that show Hot Ones? I'm like, yes, so I've seen that show.
Tell me about your affiliation then with the third annual San Diego Wing Fest, which is this weekend. It'll take us to the wings that I see in front of us right here.
So I am going to be a vendor there as one of the hot sauce vendors, showcasing all of our products for sample and for sale. I met Dale through one of the farmers markets, and he became an Inferno Farms fanboy, which is my company, Inferno Farms.
Okay.
He's sampled a lot of my sauces and has fell in love with a couple of the flavors. I think particularly the Volcanus and the pineapple one.
It's one of my favorites, of course.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna have to get some of this stuff for my wife.
And I'll leave you the bottle. And these guys, without even hesitating, asked me to participate, and I kind of hemmed and hawed a little bit. But thinking about who's going to be at the show and the vehicle that the sauce goes on, the chicken wing, is a perfect pairing. I was like, yeah, heck, why not? Let's do this. Let's have fun.
So we've got 4 wings, because I understand over at the event you're going to have over 25 flavors of competition wings here at the San Diego Wing Fest. But today we've got 4 in studio: the Jamaican Jerk from Social Tap, the Soy Sesame from Cross Street, the Harissa, am I saying that one right?
Yep.
From Wingstop, and then the Inferno, which I imagine is your hot wing.
Yeah, but that's the base of the honey, what was it, the honey glaze from Wingstop?
Yeah, the honey glaze from Wingstop.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be the base of that. We have 4 cards here, which our lovely co-hosts are going to pick from for the roulette.
We're going to spin the roulette wheel,
Okay.
and then we're going to see which one it lands on. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
We have the
So-
4 cards here, and we're going to put them on the table, and you guys are going to draw each one. And we're going to see who's going to get the Inferno and which wing you're going to get here next.
Okay.
And that's
So put them
why
flat on
I
the.
think
was
Ted should do
nervous
it with
as
me.
heck. Well, Ted's the one who's. Oh, you got the cards on the table.
Yeah,
I
we're
see.
spinning the card wheel right now. This
Okay.
is going to be fun. And I'm not going to tell you what we put on the Inferno wing until after you.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna
go ahead
pick
and
it.
draw one and see what you get.
All right.
We're taking
Please,
Inferno.
please. Social
Oh, social tap.
All right.
Excellent pick there.
So you got the social tap wing,
Yep.
which means you're not eating the hot wing.
I want
Yeah.
to. I am going to try it for a little bit.
You are
I'm just
gonna
going to
try
take a
it?
bite of each one.
All right, you're gonna take a bite
You want
now.
to give the next one?
Okay, I know when people hate that when people eat on air. Really good, chewy, sweet, delectable.
That's the jerk one, right?
It's really good.
I
All
love
right.
jerk. Jerk
Okay.
seasoning's got traditional
Oh, it has a kick to it at the
Scotch
end.
bonnet pepper in
Yeah.
there, which is a very traditional Caribbean pepper. It's get that base of heat in there. It's
Yep.
the primary pepper in one of my sauces. It's very similar to a habanero. It's actually a cousin.
I went in a little
She's
bit
jumping
too-
around
Yeah,
already.
you
That's just the
definitely have to-
Jamaican
I
jerk.
went into it with a little bit too much attitude, and now I.
Now you're feeling it. You're
Yeah,
feeling
feeling
the
it.
burn. All right, we do need to, in the effort of time, break
Okay, I'm
here.
going to try the Inferno.
We have
Probably.
Switchfoot
Okay.
outside. Yes, all right. Try the Inferno. Again, want to remind people that it's the Wing Fest happening this weekend. San Diego Wing Fest this Saturday. Broadway Pier 1 to 7. WingFestSanDiego.com.
Oh my god!
That's the
I took a
Inferno.
dab on my mouth. It is intense.
You need to take a big bite of that.
I can't take a big bite. Oh,
You have to take a big bite.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
she's
Going
not even
for it.
going
Oh,
for
come
it.
on.
Be
Just
careful
go
there.
for it.
Inferno.
Please be careful. We still have 2
I am
hours
okay.
of show to get to.
That's
Thank
mine
you to
don't
Greg
matter.
Foster for coming by.
My pleasure.
Dale Diego. We'll
For
see
sure.
you at the Wing Fest.